Buenos dias everyone, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV, and we've been in New Big in the last couple of weeks. This video brought you from a different location, a bit of a different sea point this one. We went from New Biggin to Ibiza, and where it's getting a bit windy actually, just like New Biggin, it's getting windy, so we'll go up here, away from the wind, so that hopefully the audio is okay as I go across these rocks. Got a nice beach in the background there as well, got beaches all over the place. It's been a nice little trip away this during the international break. Thought, I'd have a well-needed rest. It's been a hectic summer, transfer window, and how busy Newcastle are. And to be fair, I am flying back just in time from Ibiza to Newcastle for Saturday's game against Brentford, which we're going to talk about in this video. We're going to talk about Ivan Toney as well. And then on Sunday, flying to Milan. So we're going to Milan on Sunday. A quick turnaround there, so I'm going to be knackered. I'm going to be travelling all over the shop. Be in Milan from Sunday until Wednesday for the big game next Tuesday. But all that is to come on the channel. This game is coming up this Saturday, which we're going to focus on the Brentford game. Obviously back in Premier League action. Can't wait for that. Seems like it has been a while, although enjoying the holiday, enjoying the rest. It feels like international break has went on for a while, and it was stinking the England-Ukraine game the other night, and then the Scotland game was a bit better. Wasn't really bothered about this one. Been enjoying the trip. But before we do talk about Ivan Toney, before we do talk about the Brentford game itself, looking at the match preview, give my score prediction and all of that, this video is brought to you by Circle. Circle, really fun sweepstake app, free to get involved. Play this game, free to download it. I say hit the QR code, free to download, and then the Matchmaker Millions game, couple of quid to enter that, and you can become a millionaire. It's that easy, it's that simple. You don't have to really do anything. You don't have to showcase any skill, predict a score, anything like that. Click of a button and you could become a millionaire. So get involved in Circle. You'll see the QR code on your screen now. You'll see the link in the description. 18 plus. Enjoy yourselves. Alright, enjoy yourselves. If you win the Matchmaker Millions, you'll be able to actually afford to go and follow Newcastle in the Champions League and get yourself to places like Ibiza, which is absolutely lovely, by the way. Very expensive here though. You need to be a bloody millionaire to come here, I think. Jesus Christ, the price of food now over here is crazy. But anyways, we're going to talk about the Brentford game in just a minute. But the title of the video is Newcastle United linked to re-sign Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney is set to leave the Bees in January. Apparently he's going to be leaving this January. Obviously heavy at the minute. He is banned from football for his betting allegations and the breaches of his contract and things like that. He was betting on himself to score first goals and everything like that. Illegal, that, Ivan. So he's had his ban. He's had a lengthy several months out of the game. Not even allowed to train with the players at Brentford. He's not allowed to train with them. So he'll be having his ban. And then according to The Athletic, a source in there is saying that he will be leaving this January. Now, Ivan Toney recently did a video with Stephen Bartlett, the Diary of a CEO podcast, one of my favourite podcasts. So I would highly recommend listening to those if you don't already. Good crack on there, some good insights and everything else. Just loads of different subjects. But Ivan Toney was on there, and he was going through all sorts of his life, the betting situation that's going on at the minute, his suspension. But he also talked about his future, and he was saying that he was always an Arsenal fan, or was it always a Liverpool fan? I forget now, actually. Must have been that good. But he basically linked himself with Arsenal and Liverpool. I can't remember which way around it was. He either always wanted to play for Arsenal and he supports Liverpool, or one of the two. But he said that he fancies his next move to be to one of those, is what he said. He did talk about his departure from Newcastle as well, and how he thought he didn't really get given a good chance. He says he didn't get a good shot at the whip at Newcastle. He felt like he was shunned out a little bit, but he also did blame himself. He said he wasn't performing well enough, he wasn't training enough. He said he was eating pizza all the time, a bit like me here in Ibiza. He said he was eating pizza all the time, he wasn't giving it a good go. He was basically doing Calvin Harris and goal. You know what I mean? He's just taking the piss, sitting there, FIFA all the time, Domino's on delivery. And he was, he's a young kid on a lot of money, 18 when he was at Newcastle. Thought he had made it and just kind of took a step back really, but he needed that kick up the arse. Obviously he went to Peterborough. I mean, we sold him for 500 grand. And now he's got an £80 million price tag on him. I think Brentford paid, 20-30 million for him? And obviously he's been on unbelievable things at Brentford. He's a top quality striker. I know he's a brilliant goal scorer. He's a real handful. Personally, would love him back in Newcastle. Love him back in Newcastle. I think he would be so good for us. Imagine Isaac and Toney up front together. Or having one of them to come off the bench. Or, there's loads of things you could do there. If we signed Toney, we would have the deadliest strike force in the league. Honestly, Isaac and Toney up front together. Or like it's Isaac on the left, Toney down the middle. Whatever it is, there's loads you could do there. And quality player. Really highly rated. On the cusp of an England call-up. Should have went to the World Cup, but he didn't because of these betting things that he's got going on. So it's a matter of time before he gets in that squad again. Probably long-term replacement for Kane. Everyone will be after him though. This is the thing with Toney. I think Man United, and now they're saying they're Highland now, so does that rule them out? But if they had went for Toney, you know what I mean? There's loads of teams. Arsenal instead of Jesus maybe. Push them on. Chelsea are desperate for a striker. Saying that Nicholas Jackson. You know, everyone I think could use Ivan Toney, really could. Liverpool obviously linked with buying him for Salah's replacement. So, yeah, there'll be a lot of suitors after Ivan Toney, but it's rumoured that Newcastle are in the market. Eddie Howe is a big fan. That's according to the Shields Gazette, various reports, The Athletic, saying that Toney will leave this January. Let us know in the comments what you think of Toney linked to a return to the Toon. And obviously we do play Toney's side Brentford this weekend, but because of his suspension, he is unavailable. However, they haven't really missed him that much. I think Brentford have looked impressive. They're unbeaten in the first 4 games, unbeaten in their opening 4 Premier League matches. Although I think 3 of them have been draws. At least a couple of them have been draws. So they've been drawn all over the place. But they're still a very good side. You know, in Buemo, Vissa, they've took over the mantle up top for while Toney is missing. And they're still a solid unit. You know, Thomas Frank, tremendous job down there at Brentford. And, you know, they're a good footballing side. But Newcastle actually have a good record against them, home and away. Last year, we pumped them 5-1. Couldn't we do with a result like that again? I mean, I'll take anything at this point just to get 3 points and avoid 4 defeats in a row. If Newcastle lose against Brentford, it will be 4 defeats in a row for Newcastle. The first time that's happened since Brucey's days of January 2021. Don't want to revisit any of those dark, depressing times. So, yeah. At home though, 5:30 kick-off. We moved to the Saturday now, Sunday originally, but then because of our Champions League duties, it has been pushed forward to the Saturday. I can't wait for it. I'm really looking forward to getting back there, getting back in St James Park, and hopefully cheering the lads on to a win, a much-needed win, because this weekend, this game is actually massive, because I tell you what, if we win, then it's all rosy again. Everyone's like, we're back on track. See, cush this. You know what I mean? Everything's looking swell again. You know what I mean? Everything's coming up Millhouse. You know, we'll be laughing if we can get a win against Brentford, and I think that'll set the tone and hopefully kick us on, especially going to San Siro just a couple of days later. You know, we're going to need some confidence for that one. And then if we lose, it's the complete opposite. It'll be meltdown. It'll be, God, oh mate, that's 4 defeats in a row. Oh my God, it'll be crap. Oh, what's going on here? We've lost again. Oh, it's not working this. To be fair, a lot of the problems so far this season has been the talk of the midfield, has been the talk of Toney and Bruno playing together. Looks like that problem might be solved in a sense for Eddie Howe, because Toney missed international duty with Italy this week. Not sure on his extent of the injury, whether he'll be fit or not for this game on Saturday. I'm hearing it's unlikely, but that's not confirmed. Toney might be unavailable for selection, so then that might bring a Longstaff back in. Obviously, Willock's still going to be out for a while. So you could bring in a Longstaff or bring in Eddie Anderson, who's had a brilliant pre-season. So does it give Miley a chance off the bench or something? You know, there's definitely options there for Eddie Howe. So it looks like there might not be a Toney and a Bruno playing together. And then the other talk is obviously Sven Botman's fitness. You know, you got Botman, who has been out of international duty as well. He couldn't make the Dutch squad because of his injury, so he's not going to be available, is what some people are saying, and some are saying he will be back. He's obviously been training hard at Benton. We've seen his Instagram stories and stuff, you know, on the bike. So I think Botman might make a return. I can't guarantee it, though. I haven't officially confirmed. I mean, I haven't been listening. Don't care. I've been enjoying my holiday. I really have. Detox. You know what I mean? I've been switching right off. So apologies for the radio silence the last few days and the lack of videos. But I'll tell you what, it's been a well-deserved break. It really has. And then it's been a nice one. But, you know, we're back on Saturday. I'll be at Pumphrey's Bar pre-match. So get along to the Pumphrey's before the game. Q&A, live chat, talk about the team news, talk about everything else. And the place will be bouncing, the atmosphere will be going, the tunes will be on before Newcastle's return to St James Park. And then stay tuned to the Magpie Channel TV. We'll have the match day vlog, the match reaction, all of those good content videos coming your way. And then I'll be going to sleep. And then I'll be waking up and travelling to Milan. Fantastic. Can't wait. Can't wait for next week as well. So make sure you do subscribe for all your Champions League tour videos. There'll be lots of travelling going on coming up on the Magpie Channel TV. But the Brentford game, I'm going to back a 2-1 Newcastle win. I was tempted to go for like a 4-2, something like that. But I'm going to go for a 2-1 Toon win. Please just get back to winning ways. I'll take an ugly 1-0. Don't care. I just want 3 points and a kick on. So cheers for watching, everyone. Make sure you drop your comments below what you thought of this one, what you think of the Brentford game. Will you re-sign Ivan Toney? Please do subscribe to the channel, give it a big thumbs up for this video, and enjoy yourselves. Adios.